Next, we have one of my favorite companies, Cooliris. Really cool stuff. I hope you're going to show us some great eye candy. Austin Shoemaker, CTO. Welcome.
All right, so for those of you not familiar with Cooliris, we are obsessed with user experience. We develop applications for mobile devices, desktops, and the web. So, a war is raging. The battle lines are drawn around user experience. What do I mean by that? What we see and feel when we interact with an application. Apple has set the bar very high. And carriers and device manufacturers are competing to build the best possible user experience, but it's still a software problem. So why is it so hard to build amazing visual experiences? In other words, why is this still a problem? So it turns out that creating the transitions, animations, and visual fluidity we take for granted thanks to Apple and game developers is really hard to implement in normal software. So Apple has solved this in their platform, but they're not sharing. Google gave the world Android, but if everybody is building on the same technology foundation, how do you differentiate? The answer is user experience. So the bottom line is it's got to get easier to build really rich, compelling user experiences quickly. So I'm here today to preview for you the Cooliris platform. So for those of you who are thinking, do we really need another platform? I want to make myself really clear. So we're not replacing HTML5 or any other platform. What we're creating is a more efficient way to create applications targeting multiple platforms without compromising on quality. The key is that 80% of your application is the same across all of these platforms, and the tip of the iceberg, the user interface, is the only thing that changes. So with this platform, we're really taking a shot at the problem of factoring out the common difficulties of creating applications and making it easier to focus on what's important, which is the user interface. So why did we do this? We're a startup. We were killing ourselves trying to maintain a complex multi-platform code base. When we got started, we were using C++, OpenGL, and Direct3D to create the experience quality that we wanted. The web didn't give us what we wanted to do, and we wanted to extend the web browsing experience, not just the content experience. And so when we took a look at this problem, we decided a fundamentally different approach was required at the platform level to give us the tools we required to rapidly innovate and still create great, amazing experiences. So how does it work? How did we build this? So the key thing is we were able to leverage open technologies like Chromium, WebKit, and actually extend them with a new rendering layer, a new data synchronization layer, and other technologies that really fill in the gaps between what the web offers and what native platforms allow a developer to create. So when we took a look at the problem, we decided that two key changes, or rather, that two key components of the platform were going to be radically different. The first is a declarative programming model. Originally, the web was built on HTML. HTML is actually a declarative language, but over time, with the addition of JavaScript APIs, it's become more and more imperative. The big difference there is that a declarative language lets you focus on the intent of what you're trying to create, whereas an imperative language keeps you focused on the mechanics of how components of your application communicate and update each other. And so we thought that a declarative programming model would make it much simpler to encapsulate difficult problems and make them reusable in a more general fashion. The second decision that we made was to build on proven but not yet mainstream technologies like data binding, live templates, and implicit data synchronization to offload a lot of the common boilerplate that application developers have to write today. And so the result of this is a radical change in the way applications are developed. So let's take a look. I'd like to show you an example of what's possible on this platform. So we have a video here. For those of you not familiar, this is the Cooliris wall. That's actually a 3D ad. Consider the difference between what's possible on the web and what's possible when you can combine the web with 3D and advanced compositing. So what you're seeing here actually is a combination of HTML content and actually Cooliris rendered content. So we were able to blend an interactive HTML form, 3D mesh, and normal HTML content in one interactive environment. So this is really cool stuff. We're really excited to share this with you and show you what we're working on. So come and stop by our booth, booth 37. We're excited to talk to you. Thank you.